like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop New York. Okay, New York. Season 9, Episode 1. And baby, I think, it started off good. Like, it started off entertaining. No one got on my nerve. Let's hope this is a good season. Like, let's hope this is, the franchise gets it right for once in a lifetime, okay? If you have not done so already, please take a moment. Oh, this is season 9, episode 1. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole J-Bird. Hello. So all my J-Birds, okay? Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. To hit that notification button, because it lets you know when I have new videos up. My Teespring merchandise is available below. If you cannot see the Teespring items themselves, the link is in the description box. Also, yes, I have a P.O. box. If you want to send something. The P.O. box is in the address and is in the description box. It's also on my IG bio. Y'all ask, I supply. I hit a whole button on the keyboard, honey, and it's cut off. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm back. Okay, but let's get started on this Love and Hip Hop New York Season 9, Episode 1. So, we see, it's a whole new opening, which I guess they had to do because they do have new people. We see who are the main stars, okay? And it started off with none other than Joe and Sin. No, was it Joe and Sin first? We got Joe and Sin. We had Joel's and Cambella. We have Remy and Pat. No, it was Remy and Pat. We have Remy and Pat. And then, of course, they show Yandy. Lord Jesus. They show Yandy. They showed Rich Dollars. They showed Juju. And then they showed Safari. So, everybody else, it's not in the main thing. But, they had to do a new start because of so many new people. And, this is cool. I like how they had Joe start off with the whole little introduction or whatever. How I used to be a rapper. Now, I didn't have to revamp my old self. And I'm back again for a whole new do-over. The last time y'all seen me, I was on bended knee with Tahiri in New York Times Square proposing. And she said no. And now I got a whole new thing going on. I'm saying it's a whole new good thing. So we see that whole thing. I like how they kind of showed people. It was a good, even how they had him on the mic. It was cute, because they had a whole podcast, a whole show. I like it. Joe has really reinvented. If you remember Joe from before, back when he was trying to get back with Tahiri, he's a whole different person. Older and wiser. But I like how the introduction was focused on the main three couples. Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? Love and Hip Hop. So yeah. So we do see them start with Joe and Sin. Joe and Sin have been dating for a little bit of a minute. They have a new 5-month-old baby boy. Of course, they're happy in love. She used to be on the show. She was messing around with Erica Mena. He was on the show before. He was with Tahiri and that weird tooth little girl or whatever. And now they are both back together and in love, you know what I'm saying, not in wedded, but they're not married, but yeah, so she's like a little young hot tender, okay, he's the old grumpy man. I feel like Joe has always been like an old grumpy man, so I'm not surprised, but she's like, we used to have sex all the time, 5 or 6 times a day, and I'm lucky now if you know what I'm saying, if he kisses it or whatever. I'm like, girl, you better do something. So, for her, she's like, I just want it to get back how it used to be. And she's like, oh, let's get in the pool or whatever. And he come downstairs with the baby. She's like, oh, that's what I mean. Everything is kind of just baby. And I want it to be kind of just me and him. So she suggests, hey, let's get into, go get a room or whatever. Go on a little vacation, you know what I'm saying? For fun, sex, no work, just us adults. And he really? I want to stay home. It's no, Joe, we have to go and have fun and, go out and, be a couple. And I feel 2 different ways. I feel like one, Joe, you know who you with. She likes sex. Sin, you know who you with. He's an old man. So like y'all gonna have to like find some middle ground. Because it's just gonna be whatever. But he's like, okay, fine, we'll plan a vacation or whatever. We'll see what happens. I do follow them. I know I follow Joe on social media. I think I used to follow Sin. I gotta figure if I follow her on my old page or my new page. And I know they did go out way or whatever after having the baby, so it's cute, cute, cute. So we do see Rich Dollars. Rich Dollars is hanging out with Safari. Safari stay getting checks. Safari literally went from season to season, franchise to franchise, getting these checks. And it's mainly because he's entertaining. I mean, in a minute, he's going to be on Miami. Was he in Miami too? He might have been in Miami. He's just all over. He's all around. So I'm like, girl, we gonna see. Anyway, so we do see Joe walk up. They like having little boys brunch, I'm going to assume, or whatever. So Joy walks up with baby boy. I think the baby's name is London. I think it's London, but he's so adorable. Okay, so they asked him for like, oh yeah, you went on the trouble or whatever, because this is right after the whole A1 Safari Lyrica pregnancy thing went on or whatever. And they're like, did you like sleep with her? He's like, no, I didn't sleep with her. Nothing really happened. It was stuff. It was all blown out of proportion, which means storyline. So he said like right now he's just focused on work, trying to get things done or whatever. And he brings up how I have a performance at Dykeman at the Dykeman basketball game. Now, I'm not from New York, but even I have heard of Dykeman basketball games. Even I know that, if I'm not mistaken, I think that was like in the movie, what was it called? Not Juice. Damn it. The one with Tupac was in it and Dwayne Martin was in it. I can't think what the name was. But it wasn't Hit Game. That was something different. Anyway, but I know the Dykeman basketball games be like serious business or whatever, and that's like a big thing in New York. And so Joe like, you got a gig at Dykeman? The basketball game? He like, yeah, man. So Joe like in his confessional, like, people who have like street singles, that kind of stuff, go perform there or whatever. He like, but Safari ain't got that. So like, this is gonna be real interesting or whatever. And I'm because he ain't got no hood records. And I'm like, Safari don't have any hood records. And he's not a hood entertainer. Okay, he isn't at all. And so we do see the scene and Safari like walking to the thing, whatever, looking like a whole little goofy. I'm like, he look real goofy. Like, he look really goofy. Like, really, like, you look corny. Like, walking with the do-rag on and, hey, yeah, what's up? I'm like, bruh, just don't do it. But I'm knowing they shot that scene, to shoot it, seem it was stupid. And then we see, the following day, food. Boo! Them booing him, throwing food at him because it was a whole big fiasco. I'm saying the whole thing went viral. I saw it and I laughed. And, he was even saying, like, in the video, I got the girls y'all wish I can have. And I'm like, you can't get booed and have people and throw food at you and you out here trying to insult them. Like, Safari, just walk away. Just walk away. Jewels and Cambella. First of all, okay. Jewels, I don't know if he had a stroke. I don't know if he bit half his tongue off or he just talks funny. Jewels never spoke the way he's speaking now, and now I'm confused. Okay, so they're back. Jewels and Cambella was on like season 1 or season 2, in the beginning. Well, a while ago, because Kimbella was on there back when she had to tell Emily B that she used to fuck on Fabulous, okay? And I reposted that whole fight scene between Chrissy beating up Kimbella because Kimbella was telling Emily how she messed with Fabulous. So Kimbella was on the season like back in season 1, back when Emily B was on the show solely to get Fabulous to kind of like admit they was a couple in public. That's how far back Kimbella goes, or her original face. And so they're back together now. They've been together for 9 years. And it's like, this is the hard. We've been through so much in the 9 years. Yes, 9 years that we've been together. And this is by far the hardest obstacle we have to face. So she's waking up in the house or whatever. He ain't there, okay? He like, a couple years, I had some dental work done, okay? A few years ago. And, from the dental work I had done, I got hooked on pain pills. He like, and then from there, I was at the airport or whatever, and I was high on Percocet. And I can admit, I don't even know what I was really doing. Like, I was kind of out of it. He said, I was at the airport, and I got stopped for some reason. And when I heard them say they're going to get the authority, he said, I just left. He said, I did not know until I was in the car on the way home and I heard on the radio that it was a gun in my bag. Like, I did not know it was a gun in my bag. He said he left because he had the pills and his issue was the pills. But he also was saying how he was so high, he didn't know what was going on. I mean, I like to believe that nobody knowingly takes a gun to the airport. I always say they just stupid for not checking their bag before they leave. I do believe people who carry guns, for whatever reason may be, can put the gun in their bag. I get that. But how do you not check your bag fully before you go to the airport? Like, because you want to make sure you got your stuff right. But, it's neither here nor there. Anyway, he said, so for him, it was a thing of him leaving because of the gun. He was leaving because probably of the Percocet that he had and because he was just high. He like, so found the gun or whatever. I turned myself in. I had to do 30 days. So the 30 days I did in there, I ended up getting clean because I was in jail for 30 days and I was able to wing myself off the Percocet. And you know what I'm saying? He said the downside is because when I got out, I can't be with my girl because we're not married, so I have to be with my mom or whatever because, they put her as my person of reference or whatever it is or whatever. So he there came back the house and, so he awaiting trial at his mama's house. I say, Lord Jesus. We then see Kimbella come stumbling in his house. And I'm like, girl, you can't walk in them heels. Take them off, girl. Put on some flats, okay? And I'm like, she wasn't stable in them heels and them floors, and so she was getting on to his house so that they can meet up with some therapists, like a couples counseling therapy thing or whatever. So he then elaborates on what was going on. Again, he talked like a person who either had a stroke, is missing part of their tongue, or them new teeth he got, he not used to like fully working his tongue. Because I'm like, he was just talking like he had a speech impediment. And I've followed Dipset for a while, and he's never spoken that way to my knowledge. Okay, I may have been high for the last 25 years, but I don't remember him ever talking like that. So, she said, he then say, I was on lean. Okay, I was on, I was on lean. And because of that, I had some teeth issues. Y'all know the lean, it messes up your teeth. Okay, it rots out your teeth. That's why 50 Cent posted that picture of him with his teeth fucked up because he was drinking that lean. And he said so because of the lean, the teeth issues, that's why I had to have 2 surgery, got hooked on them pain pills, and it was just, it was a whole bunch of stuff that happened or whatever. And then, I'm saying, I'm like, his speech keeps throwing me off. Okay. Anyway, Campbell, like, because the therapist asked him, like, do he think he can stay clean and sober, for the long haul. And Campbell, like, she just shaking her head or whatever. It's just been there's 9 years of this. There's always some kind of issue, with all something going on, either it's the cheating, it's, the drugs, the disrespect, this and this and this, all these things that, just happen. And now, I'm saying, he's finally clean and sober, and I may lose him to this or whatnot, and she feels like his drug use was something else he did to hurt her, meaning you would do drugs that was breaking us. Well, it was issues. You would cheat on me, been disrespectful to me, like these different things. So she's equating the drug use to him lying, cheating, and not treating her well. And then he like me and my drugs. I didn't do that to really hurt you. For him, he like, in my business, people made it seem like it was the thing to do. Again, you can't be following these trends, okay? You cannot. That's how he started smoking crack, okay? It was a trend. Oh, she's smoking, and then he smoked too. And now it's the whole race of crack babies, okay? So you doing lean because it was the fun thing to do. I have never done anything besides smoke some weed. Okay, now I ain't smoked weed in the past 10 I'm 36. Tell it like 10 years, okay? And I was not even a real. I was like, oh, my friends smoking, my best friends, no, my girlfriends or whatever. All right, I'll hit the blunt, but I've never been like, oh, let me try that pill. No, baby, because I'm terrified. My birth father was, got addicted to crack when the crack epidemic came out as I was born. So I'm like, I'm not even trying to be in that addictive bullshit. So I'm like, girl, but he's clean. He's been clean for years now, but still, that happened back in the day. So people have to be careful to not allow people to get them hooked on other shit. Anyway, he brings up his drug usage, just his addiction. It had nothing to do with he was not trying to purposely hurt her, but he does tell her that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, whatever, and I will do whatever it takes to make it up to you. I love you. Now he's clean and sober, and now I may lose him to jail. I'm like, girl, that could have happened regardless. Anyway, we do see them later meet up after he's talked to his lawyer, and they're in the park with the kids or whatever, and she's like, oh, so what happened? And then he like, I talked to the lawyer, now I have kind of two options. He says I can take a plea deal and I would get 18 to 24 months. He said, but I don't want to take the plea because I'm innocent. He said, but however, if I try to do a trial and I lose, I could do 5 years. He like, so what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know what to do, whatever. And that is a hard decision. It's weird because you're like, I'm innocent, so to take a plea means I'm saying I'm guilty, but I'm not. And if I try to fight it and I lose, I'm going to do way more time than I would have before. I mean, doing either 2 years with good behavior versus doing 5 years is two completely different things. It's just, that's a lifetime to a kid. And she's kind of just shocked at what he said. So she's like, oh, I don't want to cry. But she can tear you out. Like, oh, I don't want to see you cry. And her reaction was that of a mom. She was like, I can't imagine how I'm going to be able to handle, or I can't imagine how I would be able to tell my kids, my kids asking me for 5 years, where's daddy? And I was like, that's very, very sad. However, their kids look old enough to know daddy's in jail. Like, you can't, what I'm saying? I'm like, and he like, we just have to pray for the best. But I'm like, her kids are old enough for her to say, daddy had to go away for a little minute. Not like, and explain to them he gonna be gone for like a while. And we can go visit daddy maybe. Because nowadays you can see they got the little phone stuff, the little JPay stuff. We had JPay here in Michigan at least. You can send the video stuff. You can send like some picture stuff, the little mail stuff, whatever. It's it's all technical. It's all technical now, but whatever. So that was the whole thing. Honey, Alexis guy, I said, what the hell is she doing on Love and Hip Hop New York? I said, now what in the Blue Dickens? Alexis is in New York now. She didn't move from Atlanta or LA or wherever she was before to New York. You know what I'm saying? We see that Navarro, the guy who was managing Anais, the little, lawyer, talent dude or whatever, he's her manager. And you know what I'm saying? She brings up how she was like doing some little music thing with her friend, and her friend sent her music to like the Treyway people. Treyway is who was working with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Cool. So, excuse me. So her friend sent her music to the Treyway people, and they liked it, and so they signed her. And so we see her in New York, and she's signing her deal, and she's meeting with the dude from Treyway, the dude Shotty. Now Shotty is currently in jail with 6ix9ine. Okay, the whole Treyway people, they all locked up. So I'm like, wow, Mona cashed in because you had people on your show who are not locked up. Okay, and so she like, I'm happy to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? I want to start my music career, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? So he come in, she signed a contract or whatever. He give her a little Treyway necklace or whatnot. She was in a little fur coat. Is it real? We don't know. A little hat. I say she is out here looking like she is in mahogany. You know what I'm saying? Where her Billy D? Billy D? Anywhere? No? Okay. So, she look all gone with the wind fabulous. And I'm like, okay. So, she says how she wants to be the female 6ix9ine. I say, girl, no, you don't. Mm-mm. Cause female prisons ain't nothing nice, girl. He is in prison right now. Like, you do not want to be the female Takachi. I get what she meant though, but still, the people you working with right now, girl, it's all going down. It is all going down. So we see how, because again, 6ix9ine, Shotty, all them people are in jail now on that little Rico drug harassment, uh, threatening people, that whole thing. Okay, and six. Well, out says one part two. 6ix9ine pleaded not guilty, and his trial ain't set until September of next year. So he's gonna have to be in jail until then, unless his lawyer can get him out beforehand. Girl, who knows? Anyway, enough of that. So she also brings up how she just wants to make sure, 'cause she's a mom. She's like, and I want to be sure that anytime I'm away with my daughter is for a good reason, and I'm out here like making some moves or whatnot. I'm saying, because I'm doing all of this for my daughter. And that's true. You know what I'm saying? She brings up how I delivered her out. I was only 23 weeks pregnant, so which means she was barely 6 months. Well, she wasn't even 6 months yet. And how her daughter, had to have 4 brain surgeries. How she had to have an emergency C-section. How she had to have all these transfusions and stuff. She damn near died having that baby. She said, I damn near died. My daughter damn, like we both almost died. Like my daughter's a miracle baby. The daughter now is 10 months. And she said, you wouldn't even be able to tell that she had, all this stuff happen when she was such a little bitty baby. And I know when she had the baby was in the hospital for a while. But she didn't ever say like most of this other stuff. I mean, it was probably a lot, and she's still in her like 20s, so it's probably a lot on her too. Anyway, so Shotty, like, what's going on with you, like, and Fetty? I would have been like, what the fuck you care for? I don't know what label he signed to, so I don't know if he's like on their label or whatever. But if they were, if he was, if I was her, I would have signed to it. But beggars can't be choosers. So she like, well, that's my father. We have not talked much. He don't claim my daughter, so we're not on the best of terms. And then Shotty like, I just want to be sure that if we, work with him or whatever, it won't be no issues. Like if y'all in the studio together, whatever personal stuff y'all have won't be interfering with any business that we have going on. And she was honest. She said, I don't know if I can say yes to that. I don't know if he in the room, I'm going to be able to hold my composure because, again, he's denying my daughter, or at least he's just not talking to me. She's like, I have not talked to him in 5 months or whatever. And so, you know what I'm saying? I can't say how this going to go. And so, she then say, if you and him have business, y'all may need to figure that out. But I don't know how that's gonna go. And as she's having this conversation, the Navarro walking like, oh, someone wanted to, congratulate you. And walks Fetty Wap. I say, you one-eyed bastard. You one-eyed dick slanging community dick popping on babies, future number 2, bro. Anyway, she shocked. She like, I don't think she knew it was coming simply because she was tongue-tied and just confused on what to say once he got there. Like, I think she was so in shock she didn't know what the fuck to do. So, he's sitting out like, oh yeah, congratulations. She looking like, oh, thank you. And he like, you ain't got nothing you want to say to me? And she's like, what? He like, you ain't got nothing to say. I feel like Mona was like, let's get him here and she'll give us some fireworks. And she kind of was like, again, it felt like she was in shock. Not it was. I feel she was in shock. Is my opinion. Anyway, she was like, what I had to go through, whatever. You was there when I damn near died. You had to carry me in the hospital, whatever. You know what happened. So why haven't I heard from you? You won't admit that my daughter's your daughter. Like you kind of deny her, or whatever. You won't take a DNA test. And she was like, you ain't there A, B, C, D, F, and G. This fool then say, well, I know because I was there, so I know what happened. Like, don't act like that mean nothing to me. But fool, you ain't been around in 5 whole months. And my thing is, they didn't show him as how their daughter was doing when he was in. I don't know if he asked them, they ain't show it, but they ain't show it, so it didn't happen in my opinion. Anyway, he then said, because she's like, you won't even, handle what you need to handle. I mean, the DNA test. And he said, well, I'm waiting on you. What? And I said, oh, she's gonna go off. And then he goes, Shotty, well, no. You know what I'm saying? Let's end this conversation, whatever. Let's end it right here. And so, all right, I'm about to go. I gotta go see about my daughter or whatever. I'm leaving. He didn't say, well, I'm coming with you. Oh, you know, I'm like, he don't give no fucks. And so she got up, put on her fur and left. I say, niggas these days, niggas these days, niggas these days. Mano. So look, I'm not sure who Mano was. If he was someone in the past, like, you know, when Remy Ma got to jail, that's Remy Ma. You know what I'm saying? I'm conceited. I got a reason. So when she got out, I knew who she was. I heard about Mano when he got out of prison some years ago. And to this day, I don't know, like, was he, like, I'm pretty sure it must be something New York like, but I'm not from there. So someone put in the comment section, like, was he someone before? Or, like, I don't know. And I ain't got time to figure it out. Anyway, you know, but I know who he is. Okay, I know that. I don't know, like, why I know who he is. Or, like, why I should. I'm not sure. Kind of like everybody else on Love Hip Hop. Anyway, you know, he says he's at a venue performing or whatever. He has not been there in 2 years because last time he was there, his girlfriend got shot. I say, well, goddamn it. He was him and T.I. were doing a show, and at this little club or whatever, and someone started shooting. His girlfriend was in the crowd. Like, he asked her to come watch the show. She in the crowd, and she ended up getting hit in the leg. And so she survived. She fine. She survived. But you know what I'm saying? Like, because of that trauma, or whatever, she still has issues like being like in crowded spaces or being in small crowded space. Like, she, you know, basically she has PSTD. Lord Jesus, PTSD. I got dyslexia if I'm playing around. Anyway, so, you know, so he's dealing with that. Her just, you know, having issues being able to be out around in crowded spaces or in tight spaces. Like, that's what she dealing with. We then see, you know, Joe pull up or whatever to meet up with him. You know, then from there, here comes Jock something. And I'm like, what he here for? I think it's Jackway. He pop up, and I'm like, he here for no damn reason. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm single now, and I'm also the face of Sean John. Really, Puff? Him? Them fine ass sons you got, and he the face? Bro, look, if I had a Quincy, a Justin, or even a Quincy, Justin, or Quincy, Christian, or Justin, they will be my faces of Sean John, all up and through it. But I'm like, you like it, I love it. But I'm like, we don't really care much about Jackway. But he do bring up, he out with Safari when he went to Williamson Dykeman Park, whatever, and got booed. They was throwing food at him, whatever. It was kind of crazy. Mano then say, you know what, for me, you know, I don't understand him. Like, I don't know him that well, but he confuses me, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because sometime in the song, he'll say some gangster, like, you know what I'm saying? Something, you know, 20 shots, bam, 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 or whatever it say. He say, but then I see him and he on the radio crying, and they show the interview of him crying to Andy Martinez about getting robbed. And I'm like, ooh, they use the bad version because he looks so sad. He like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I need him to pick a lane. Like, you either, I'm saying, a civilian or you're a gangster. If you're a civilian, you know, you can't be both. You can't be a civilian, and which means you can't be out here threatening people, like, you know, being gangs on the record. But then when some gangster happen, you crying like a civilian. Very, very true. Pick your lane. Pick your lane, bro. Just pick it. You know what I'm saying? He like, you can't be like crying when the energy that you put out comes back to you. And I said, that is very true. Absolutely true. So we see that whole thing happen. Whatever. We do see Sin has a whole, you know what I'm saying, like a mama day. You know, she invites over Alexis. She invites over Kimbella. Okay. I mean, I'm like, I don't know if they like friends in real life, and I was surprised that they, you know, like was hanging out or whatnot. But it was cute, you know, to see three moms for kids of different ages, from three different walks of life. If you ask me about it or whatever. So, you know, Alexis bring up how again, you know, fading on around, you know, he hasn't taken the DNA test or whatever, and you know, all she wants is for him to acknowledge his daughter, and that's not much to ask. And my thing is, even if you think the girl not yours, the baby not yours, have a DNA test. And if it ain't, if the baby ain't yours, then, you know, go ahead and full-fledged, wholeheartedly ignore that girl for the rest of your life if you need to. But to not have the DNA test, but still say that's your baby when you claim the baby to be yours at first, it's just weird to me. And I'm like, you know, that's just kind of some bullshit. So we see that whole part. So he's been MIA. So, then Sin bring up how for Joe, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like disconnected from him or whatever because, now Joe's like all about baby, 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 baby. And I just wish it was more stuff about us. It's like, it's weird because since I had the baby, like, things have changed. Like, does that really happen? And here comes Bella, girl, yes, it does. Like, that's really normal or whatever. She said, you have to just kind of make moments when you can. Like, if he's sitting around someday, pull his dick out. If he in the shower, get in with him. I mean, those are great ideas too, but I mean, I think Joe just don't have no sex drive. And she has a high one. And he is like an older man. And he do work a lot, which isn't like an excuse, but I mean, you can't just jump on it. Because if you jump on it and he say nah, something wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Something definitely wrong with that. But whatever. So but she said after baby's born or whatever, you do have to sometimes do extra stuff to get that little mojo back in your life, whatever. But it does change after having kids. I said okay. So we do see Joe meet with Safari. And I'm like, they is so funny. They're so crazy. Because Safari comes to Joe's house after the whole Dykeman situation. Like, yeah, I ain't even say nothing crazy to them. Like, I didn't say nothing crazy for them to throw food and stuff at me. He like, they was throwing food, like whatever. He like, yeah, man, I ain't do nothing for them to want to go off like that or whatnot. So Joe said, well, that's not true. Like, your song has a lyric that says like some shot, pow, pow, you dead if you rob me, or something like that. He like, that's a threat. You know what I'm saying? If you rob me, this gonna happen, but you got robbed, you know what I'm saying? You didn't shoot back or whatever. So it could be that. He then see, Safari has like jewelry on or whatever. He said, the times I've gotten robbed, like I wasn't lucky enough to get my stuff back. And then Safari say, I didn't get my stuff back. I just went and bought new stuff. He was like, you not supposed to buy new stuff a month later. Like, nah, I bought it like 2 weeks after. He like, no, you don't do like that's just dumb. And he made a good point. He like Safari out here moving like a victim. Like he out here moving not a victim. He's out here moving like a target. Meaning you got robbed the first time for cash and jewelry or whatever, and you went and bought more stuff just to get robbed. Like you gonna get robbed again. That's just stupid. Like he out here with cash, jewelry or whatever for no reason. Like it's just dumb. And it is dumb. People who spend all that money on all that jewelry, it's stupid to be walking around in these streets. I'm like, that's a whole down payment on 4-5 houses for 4-5 families of homeless people. Like, it's just stupid. And I mean, but it's play. I'm so boiling. I got all this money. Well, they gonna rob you. Bang, bang, give it up. Anyway, but he told Safari, like, who your fan base? He said women. He says, so that. He like, and Dykeman is helping the dudes want to play basketball. Why would you go perform? Like, you made a misstep. You made a bad move. Just don't do it again. Like, perform where you're going to make money and then bounce. I say, that's very true. Absolutely true. Okay, last part of the episode. So Joe, Joe has a podcast, and he was doing his podcast. So Sam was in the audience. It was all cute and funny, and but I love you more than anybody I loved ever this year. So it was cute to see them kind of, what I'm saying, going back and forth. So after the show, then a car leaving, and now they in New York, and they live in Jersey, and from Detroit, I imagine that being like, you live in Detroit, but you out working in like, I'ma say you working in like Royal Oak. So it's like a little 30-minute drive or whatever to get to your no, that's not even far enough. I'ma say you're working in Ann Arbor. So from Ann Arbor to Detroit, it's a little like 45 minutes or hour drive, depending on traffic. And so they in Jersey. They live in Jersey, they're in New York. And so she say, well, I got us a room here in the city, so we don't have to drive all the way out to the house or whatever. My mom has a baby, and we can go have some little Nancy Sam or whatever. And then he like, get a room. She's like, yeah, like we can like do something, we can do something like sex or whatever. And then he say, I just want to go home. Like, I'm tired. I just want to go home and like, chill out. And then, I'm saying, she's pissed. She's pissed. I can't believe this. Her titties are out. I can't believe. Anybody else would love to want to fuck me. Like, I should have to beg you to fuck me. And she shouldn't. but there's a different way or a better way about going about it. And my thing is, it was because he said it's not that I don't want to have sex with you, it's bad timing. That man been at work doing a whole podcast or whatever, and Joe got to be in his Joe has to be in his late 40s. Okay, he's an older man. At the same time, Joe, fuck your girl. You can't be out here not get like you can't keep turning her down. Like just give her some, bruh. Give her some. Put her to sleep. If you put her to sleep, she'll stop asking for it. Okay. Sometimes that's all we want. Put us to sleep. We'll leave the fuck alone. So he told the driver go to Jersey. No, let me out. She got out the car in the middle of the street. Oh, senior citizen ass dick. I'm like, why is dick gotta be a senior citizen? But I mean, it may be. Anyway, she like, I can't believe I'm having to beg you to have sex with me or whatever. It's just dumb. But I'm like, girl, where you going? Like, is it that easy to get a taxi in Europe? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But she made a great point. I just want to feel sexy about my new body. I want to feel wanted. And you keep not wanting to have sex with me. It's just not making me feel sexy, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to beg you. Well, again, it's just bad timing. She get in the cab, go one way. He get back in the car, go the other. I'm like, this is not looking good. This is not looking good, whatever. I need y'all to fix it. Like, fix it really right now. Joe. Get you some Viagra, okay? Get your senior citizen dick ass up out the little grandpa mode and have sex with your young, hot girl. Like, do that. Sin. Calm your little hot ass down. Just calm down, girl. Just breathe a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Have a conversation, okay? But I'm believing she may have postpartum. Not sure, but that's what it is. Anyway, and that's how I went off. So, again, it was the first episode. It was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. I'm happy we didn't have Yandy. I don't care for Yandy that much. I almost feel like she's using that kid as that new father kid as a whole as a storyline. So we shall see what the rest of the season brings. Anyway, I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.
He's like love, 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 and